everybody, apologies, the hair and makeup hot mess, but I just got my new Asia Dane Master Plan planner, which I am so excited, and I just needed to film this, get this up before I go in and mark it up completely, and then it just looks like it's all filled out. So I just wanted to do a quick little overview. Of course, really quick disclaimer. Number one, I'm no longer a student, but I will show you why I had to get this planner and what I think I can do with it. And I'm very excited for that. So no longer a student, but I know went through rigorous testing like with students, so I can't imagine it's going to be anything. But also, let me just say, I wish I had this planner when I was in school. I had a lot of those general, like, ones that you see in most stores where it's like just the time blocks and then like your top 3 priorities at the top, and that was pretty much it. But that helped me get through school. Anyway, we'll get into my thoughts on this planner and why it's so amazing. Also, keep in mind I haven't really kept in touch with like academic planners in this regard, so I'm not sure if there's anything like this is so first of its class. But I can tell you that when I was in school, it's so long ago now, but there was nothing like this at that point in time, and boy, had I wished there was. Anyway, also disclaimer, I helped a little bit with editing like this planner and then the website from the past. Now it's all new and fancy and beautiful. So Asia hired me for that, just like minor disclaimer. She's not paying me for this. She's not. I bought both of these planners myself just to support because I am passionate about, well, planners, but also just they're incredible. And I'm not even, I know I have a 2% bias, but I would say that even if that had not happened, look at a whole year of using this planner almost already. It's like September now almost, which is wild, but it is such a good quality planner. And I have dealt with many planners and companies that like have been in production for years and the binding still like falls apart. The pages, something's wrong, you know, and it's just such a good planner, and there's so much space, and she added even more space in the new one, which we will talk about, and one of my favorite things. But so keep in mind, this is 2021 planners, both of them. I think I have another video on the first one, and a little flip through there, but today we're going to go over the academic, take a look at it, all the pages. Like I said, I'm not a student, but I have a lot of ideas because I wasn't going to get this. I was like, I'm not a student. I don't need that at all. And then she did a flip through of it, and I saw some of the spreads, and I was like, I need that. Like, I hadn't seen anything like that. I am deep in the planner market. I am obsessed with everything out there. I spend way too much on, even under me right now, I have like 10, 15 planners, all for different purposes, all for different uses, all for different things. I am a writer by work, you know, that's my career, so it comes with the territory. But this is interesting. Okay, let's dive into it. Let me just do like switch the camera, do like a top-down view. Apologies, my audio gets a little weird when I top down, but like, let's dive into it. Okay, so hopefully I angle and line this up all right, because it's a wide planner, so, which I love. I think it's so fun to have the spiral, but like a wide spread. Okay, let's dive into it. First of all, it's like a felt kind of, I'm sure there's some technical name for it, but a beautiful cover and nice little spiral. I'm so glad that none of them were damaged. Just the little top one got like just like 2%, but clearly nothing that prevents the flipping. So this version I know came with the tabs, which is great, and then all of these extra ones, 1 2 3 4 5 6 times 3, oh, is 18 question mark 18 extra tabs, which is so fun for being able to like mark your goals or whatever. And I do like that at least these ones were duplicates, because sometimes I ended up using just tabs in my current Asia planner for like September, the month, and then September, my budget. So that's kind of fun. The only one that isn't doubled, I think, is August, but that's okay. Not too personally upset about it. August is almost over, so Good riddance. Okay. And here it is. It came also with a nice little tab divider, which I thought was fun. If you are someone who makes like that's just a little paper. Someone who makes beautiful spreads and stuff, being able to actually measure them out. I have absolutely not a single artistic bone in my body. I'm a sticker lover for sure. I just stick things on and then I'm like, art. Okay, so, but I thought that was a ton of fun. And it actually goes on really well, which is hard for toils. Sometimes I have found through the years, but it just goes on gently instead of like, some of them are too hard to push on. Anyway, I don't know if these are going to come with future editions, so let's just move on from that. So here it is. Oh God, am I even angling this right? Let me put it up right. Clearly I do not do enough of these to angle my camera properly, but here's the story. Oh, thank you, Asia. Cute little note. Cool. Yes. So I'm sure most of you who are interested in this potentially probably know Asia's story. In tons of debt, you know, the story we all relate to if you went to college in the United States. Graduated with too much. Vision board, which is so fun. Now, I think one of my favorite parts about absolutely all of her planners so far, all two, but both of them, is the breathing room in her planners. Even in her other one, like, it's so nice. Let me go to like the back of, I mean, there, of course there's blank pages, but there's these pages that just simply let you breathe and create some kind of thoughts or a mind map or just brain dump. And I think that is one of my absolute favorite features of her planners versus, oh, I don't know, the other 397,000 that I've tested. That's a little dramatic, but all the other ones I've tested, it just, if you're a creative person, which I am, which is why I'm biased for the breathing room, it is so nice to just have space in a planner. Okay, let's dive into it. All right, goal setting. So, and then this is, you know, if you're a bullet journaler, future log, or, you know, she says here, you can break your goals down into really concrete things, your assignments for school. Obviously, it is an academic. So, debt tracker, which even today as a no longer student still relates to my, I'm still paying off school. So, that's fun. Need that. A scholarship and internship tracker. Also, on a side note, if you're not a student but you still love the planner, you could always just theoretically like rip the pages out. I may find uses for this only because as a freelance writer, I'm constantly like pitching and like working with clients. So I'm going to sit down and really think if there's a way I can like use this for something and create some kind of way. You know, something like that. Just change it from like internship to like pitching tracker. I mean, I personally send like way more than 5 in a week even, but like some, you know, there's a lot of potential there for even non-students. And of course, class schedule, which for me, which is why I liked this as a freelancer, being able to time block, because sometimes I'll, you know, get a client project and now all of a sudden it's like, okay, I need to spend like every Tuesday, Wednesday, like just deep diving that project or getting these deadlines. And it's so flexible for me that I liked being able to do this. Or maybe like, okay, like a new client and then some kind of deadlines here specific to the, I'm going to have a lot of fun playing with this. But obviously if you're a student, which I'm sure most people ordering this are, probably like 90%, if not more. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice to be able to put this all finally in a home. I used to just have little sticky notes and just like in my little planner everywhere all the time to keep track of this, or have to go look it up in the syllabus or something. Whew. Anyway, fun times. So, whole bunch, which is so fun, obviously, for each semester. You know, some people are, I was just a spring and then, or fall and spring semester person, but I assume if you went to like summer school, or some schools have like 3 or 4 different types of semesters. Wild. But, yeah. But I'm thinking of using it for, as I said. So, here are the months. They are a little tiny if that is an issue for something that matters for you. Here's like my thumb, if that gives it any kind of like the little knuckle of my thumb is like the height of what each square is. If that gives you some context, I write incredibly small and sloppily and gross. So that wouldn't be a big deal for me, but keep it in mind. But once again, the breathing room. I'm a big mind map person, so just being able to like blah onto a blank page has been one of my favorite parts of my planner. So anyway, and I don't even like spirals. That's the funniest thing. I don't have, I have one spiral planner, and that's just I got it for $1. Like, so it's really the spreads, and I knew because this one was so high quality that I was like, she's just gonna do it right. Like, I just knew in my head, I was like, she's gonna do it right. Because normally it's just like, I don't know, they bend or something, and then like you can't flip a page without like ripping everything out to like turn it. I just knew it was gonna be done well. So this is the spread that sold me personally. Once again, as I said, as a freelancer, which is really interesting if she ever wanted to sell like a freelancer specific planner. I don't know how big our market is, honestly, for freelancing, but this is, we'll do each side to pull it up. But my entire life is based around projects. You know, and if you're probably like a project manager or anything in that space where you have like very descriptive things that you need to do and get them done. Whew. I was literally not going to buy this, and then she showed this and I was like, add to cart. So first of all, love the self-care and wellness. Did not do enough of that in school. There are no words for how little I did. You know, I worked out, but like taking actual care of myself, time off relaxing, woof. I mean, it was also working like 80 hours a week. I was gone every single day from like 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. However, it still would have been nice for me to have asked it about myself. Anyway, inspiration and learning. Love that. Love that. I'm now going to use this as a full-fledged 30-year-old adult. So, thank you for this. Okay. So here it is, class, description, details, deadlines, grades to do. Now, as a freelancer, of course, as I said, like this is going to be, let me just set this down, and the stickers so they don't fall out. But this is going to be huge for me for organizing my monthly projects, because there's 6, which for me is just about perfect for how many I have on my plate at any given month. So, and then you can also add like other ones into here. Oh my God, there are no words for how excited I am over this spread. To be able to put everything I'm working on in 1 month into a master home, because a lot of my planners love them, but they only have space for like 1 or 2 goals per month, or like maybe 4 at most, which is just, it's not enough. It's not enough as a freelance writer. Like, that would be nice to be able to only have like 1 project a whole month, but that's just not how I worked and my business worked. So when I saw this, I was like, I need this immediately. And to be able to put the deadlines and like, that's easy. Instead of class, client, the description, the details, which always, the to-dos, deadlines, and like, I don't know, instead of grade, like cost or what I'm being paid or the rate. Whew. I love this. Okay, let's move on. So, I mean, that's pretty much like the gist of it, because then everything else from here just repeats. Monthly budget, which is great. Love that. The weekly schedule. Once again, the breathing room, guys. Oh, I love this, because all of my other planners are based on, except for my bullet journal, but like that's way different. And all of them are based on like the time blocks and the time and like everything. And at a certain point, I mean, I remember in school, like at a certain point, I remembered my schedule for classes and I didn't need to write them down every week. I remembered I had to go to French history from 2 to 3 in the Tivoli building. Like, that's not even a joke. That's literally my old schedule. I still have it memorized, and it's been a decade. Okay, like, that's how burned in my brain it was. I could probably recreate my entire schedule. So, at a certain point, you just have it memorized. And I love that there's, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to-dos. If I see one more planner that only gives you a slot for just, like, 2 things to do in a day, I'm going to die. Because it's not real. Maybe for some people, good for you, but like, I always had like, read the chapter, do this, go to work, do my internship, answer emails, go to the gym. Like, it was always so much on my plate. I also overdid it as a student and still as an adult. So, you know, that's why this is so perfect for me. But here it is. Oh, the breathing room in the world. I love that these are smaller, but they're not so small. Like, some planners have like all of these, and then like Saturday and Sundays like bleep bleep, and you're like, okay, well, I don't know in what world you're not working and studying on the weekends, but good for you guys. Love it. And then the weekly money tracker, and I like this because she also, as opposed to the other one, which I'm not sure what she's going to do in 2022 for her planner, so just FYI, I don't have the insider scoop. But this is how it is right now. At the moment, it's currently expenses, and oof. Once again, I mean, I'm just going to keep saying as a freelancer in every single word, but, in every sentence, but as a freelancer, being able to say like, okay, I made this because I don't just operate personally on like, oh, my paycheck, you know, like once a month, here's my paycheck, like that kind of thing. It's like all kinds of little side hustles and things and Amazon affiliates and all that stuff. So being able to like balance it out and keep track of that in the whole month, and then total income, total spending, total amount. Whew. Big fan. And once again, the breathing room. I'm obsessed with how much just, I mean, even as you flip through, right, you can see how much space there is for like your thoughts and ideas to just breathe on a page. Ugh. I didn't even know how much I needed this until I needed it. Until I had a planner that had it, and I was like, oh, that's so nice to just be able to like put whatever you need to do, class notes or, you know, meeting notes or ideas or brain dumps or things you're learning or I know I'm just gonna say it over and over, but so I mean, I think that's pretty much it, because then it just like rinses and repeats throughout the rest of it. Let me see, does she do, and then of course once again back into September, monthly budget with goals. I do like that there's a little goals there. You know, not that I think I did a little too much rewarding of myself with my money in college, honestly, way more than I should have, but something to like aim for. And like, I didn't have goals for my money yet. I wasn't that advanced. I didn't know that. I didn't figure it out. I didn't anything. So having the space to think about like goals, let me see, is there like quarterly goals? Does she do that in this one? Maybe not, which is perfectly fine. Nope, I don't think there are quarterly goals and breakdowns as opposed to the other one. But I think that's pretty much the only main difference between them all. But also in school, so much of your life and your goals are just school. Anyway, and then in the back, and there's no, oh, no, there are dotted. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, she made the dots so much lighter. Oh, I love that. Okay, hang on. We'll open to that. So here they are, which I don't know if my camera's going to be good enough to pick it up, but there are dots there, very faint, which is a very welcome and loved mix compared to, I mean, the dots were fine, but some of the dots were just like dark and big in the original one, which was not the biggest deal, but it's nice that they're faint and light there. So if you are a person who does what she does and makes like you know, spreads, payoff spreads, or like your classes or whatever. There are dots there. My camera is just, you know, whatever. So, and then there are, I think I saw some light. Yes, and then it turns into just pure blank pages in the back. Whew. That is a big boy at 324, well, actually 325 if you consider the back of that page. 325 pages. That is a big boy. But if you needed to, like, I guess you could just rip out the pages when you're done with them if you wanted to make it lighter. I mean, I've never done that because I'm too sentimental about my planners, so, like, I don't, I could never, but, yep, and then she does have the goal setting over here, which is nice, debt tracker. Was there anything else? No, I think that was it. Okay, so that was pretty much it. Long video, sorry guys, but, like, that's the whole breakdown of the planner. That's how I plan to use it as a freelancer and no longer a student, but those spreads were absolutely way too good to pass up. So that is it. Also, just the size of it was something in comparison that I have, but I don't know. It's a big boy. It's no different than, like, you know, my science books that I had that were huge and took up my whole planner. But, you know, I could see if you were letting this to school and back every day, maybe it would be a lot. But also, man, it would be nice to have everything in one home. I wish I had had that in school. Phew. So, anyway, that is it. Thank you for watching, guys. I will put a link to the Master Plan Planner down below. Like I said before, it is not an affiliate link or anything. So, this is just me showing the planner, showing Asia some love, because I think these deserve to be talked about. So, anyway, that is it. Before I talk forever, bye, guys.